If you work at a product-led growth company, then you're going to want to check this out because you often end up with a ton of personal email address signups like Gmail, and you really need to know who those people are, what company they work at, and say what their job title is or any other interactions they've had with your brand. In this video, I'll show you how you can do just that in about 5 minutes. Hi, my name is Chris Smith with Common Room, and I'm about to show you how you can take a spreadsheet full of email addresses, import those into Common Room, enrich all of the profiles, figure out who the people are, what their job titles are, which company they work at, and then filter down whether it's a small, medium, large business, etc., so that you can export those back into your own system, or you can leave them in Common Room and enrich them with other sources like Slack or Discord or Twitter or LinkedIn, so that you can see all of the things that are happening with these users in one place. But you can also just specifically use it for enriching those user profiles and pulling them out and into another file, which you can bring into whatever system you want. So let's dive right in. In Common Room, you can go to the members panel, and this is where you'll find all of the different people across all the different touch points for your brand that you have connected as data sources. So here we can see that we have Slack, Discord, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Stack Overflow connected. You can upload your email list by going to the top right button, clicking on Add New Member, and then clicking on Bulk Add or Update Members. And then create a new segment, and this will be a place within the Common Room interface where you can manage and keep track of all of these new members that you're adding to your community. Once you've created the segment, you can upload a spreadsheet file using a CSV, Excel, XML, or text file. I'm going to upload my CSV file, which has a bunch of fake user data in it. Next, you select if your data file has column headers, which ours does, so I'll click yes here. And then I need to confirm the mapping to make sure that the importing process is getting the names of each of our columns correct. I'll confirm the first three and then ignore the last ID column because I don't need that here. And next I'll review the data, and it looks like there's a couple of anomalies in the data, so I'm just going to choose to ignore those rows. And now when I continue, Common Room will import all of those users from my list to this segment and start enriching their identity profiles in Common Room with information from all of the different connected sources that I have. Here, I've jumped into a more built-out Common Room instance, so let's look at how you can find and tag these enriched users. After a little bit of time, Common Room will enrich all of these different profiles, and you can find all of the ones with a Gmail address by searching for gmail.com in the top right search field. And now, let's say we want to narrow down only the people from our list who are associated with a company. So I can filter based on the Has Organization field. And now I can see all of these users are associated with a company, and I can hover over each user's name and get a quick preview, as well as clicking the preview button to dive in on a deeper level. From here, I can see data from all of the different touch points about this user and other data that lives across our other systems like Slack, Discord, LinkedIn, Twitter, etc. So now I'll exit out of this and select the checkbox, and then select the Select All Members. And what we want to do is add a tag to all of these users because we know that they're enriched to have both a Gmail address and be associated with some organization. And now I can hover over an individual member and see the enriched tag showing up. So now let's move on to creating a segment and exporting this data so you can pull it into some other systems that maybe aren't connected to Common Room as a source. To do this, click on the Segments button on the left-hand menu and then click Create New Segment. And we'll give it a name, December Signups Enriched Users, where they have a gmail.com address and the Has Organization field is true. Next, you can go to the Settings tab or click on the button where it says Set up Auto Add Remove Criteria, then click Set Criteria, and we want to add a filter for the member tag that's enriched. So all of the people that we just tagged as enriched. You can also add additional filters here for slicing this data however you want within this enriched subset. After that, we can go to the members page and see all of these members within this segment. And over time, as you tag more users as enriched, they'll show up here in this segment as members. So now let's look at how to export a spreadsheet of these members. Go to the top right-hand corner and click the Export button. Then select whether you want to just export the basic data or all of the other custom fields that might be fields that you've enriched from other sources. Now, once Common Room finishes exporting this, you'll receive an email where you can download the CSV file. So I save it, open it up, and now I have a spreadsheet file locally with all of the data that I want. I filter these out because there's some personal data here. Oh, and one more thing. There's a ton of value if you connect other sources into Common Room so that you can enrich these profiles with more data from your own internal databases or business systems or external sources like SaaS software. You can go to the bottom left-hand panel and choose Sources and see all of the different sources connected to this one instance. And you can turn on things like Snowflake, Salesforce, HubSpot, Census, HighTouch, etc. So I hope you get a chance to try enabling these other sources and seeing how powerful it really is. Thanks so much for watching, and feel free to leave a comment below or check out our Common Room community at commonroom.io/community.